Hello people, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have created a few word roots for you, so let's have a look at them. So these are the three word roots we're going to cover in today's session: autos, demos and Bene. Let's have a look at the first word root, that is autos. So as the name suggests, auto means self. So when we have this word root as autos, there can be various words coming out of this word. For example, the first word is automatic. That refers to self-working. That is, if we say any machine is automatic, that means it works on its own. It doesn't need any mechanical assistance, or it doesn't need any human assistance basically. Autocracy is another word from auto. Autocracy comes from autos plus cracy. Autos refers to self, whereas cracy refers to rule. That means whenever a government has its own rule, that is called autocracy or self-rule. Similarly, the next word root is autonomy. That means autos plus nomos. Nomos also refers to law, order or rule. So when I say it's autonomous or autonomy, that means self-order. That is the law or order of oneself. That is called autonomy. Next word is autopsy. That comes from autos plus opsis. So autos refers to self or itself, and opsis refers to inside. So whenever there's a dead body, the police or the media or the doctors, they always go for the autopsy report. That is, if the reason of the cause of the death is not known, then it's always the autopsy report that helps in determining what was the reason behind the death of the person. So these are the few words we've covered out of autos, and as you can see that these four words which we've done, they're coming out of the same word root, autos. So it becomes pretty much easy for us to remember these words because we know the word root autos. So whenever we see this word autos, we would be able to frame the meaning of the word even if we don't know the meaning of the word, right? So next word root is demos. Demos refers to people. So when I say demos plus graphene, I get the word as demography. So the word demos is definitely referring to people. What does graphene refer to? Graphene refers to write. So basically demography is writing about people, and when we write about people, we are writing about the population statistics. So demographical charts or the data is basically the countdown or it's basically the count of the people or the population in a certain area. So demography is the count of the people. Similarly, the next word is epidemic. Epidemic comes from the word roots epis and demos. Demos is people. What is epis? Epis refers to outer or surrounding basically. So when I say epidemic, that means any disease which can be transmitted from one person to another, which is contagious, it is epidemic. Next word root is demagogue. That comes from demos attached to suffix agogos, which is another word root that refers to leading to. So when I say people leading to, so I refer to a leader. So demagogue is any leader, a political leader or a national leader who is leading people to something. Just like we have pedagogy for child, a teacher leads a child to something, so that's a pedagogy. Similarly, demagogue refers to leading people to something. So demagogue generally is used in a negative sense. Next word root is philane combined with demos. So demos plus philane gives us the word as demophile. Now demos is people and philane means to love. So demophile is a person who loves people, or I can say a person who is mad or crazy about people, a maniac of people. So demophile is a person who is crazy about people. That gives me the word demophile, right? So we've done these four words out of demos itself. Next word root is bene. Bene or bonus refers to good. So this word root is a positive word root, which if combined with various other word roots, like if I combine it with volo, volo means to wish and bene means good. So good wisher or somebody who wishes good for someone is benevolent. To wish someone's good is benevolent. So benevolent comes from bene plus volo. Bene is good, volo means to wish. Similarly, the next word is bene plus fic, that gives me benefit. Now, bene is good and fic refers to do or to make. and the word I get is benefit. So benefit is a positive word which you get out of bene plus fic. Fic, facto or facio always refers to do or to make. Next word root is bene again, if combined with dic, gives me Benedict. Newly married man after a long period of being a bachelor is a Benedict. So we can remember the word exactly the way it is given. That is a bachelor person who's been married lately and after a long time is a Benedict. So after learning these three word roots, let us quickly check our remembrance. How much have we remembered the word roots? So these are 6 words which I want you to frame the meanings of after dividing them into their word roots. Autocratic, benediction, autonomous, semi-automatic, disbenefit, pandemic. You can pause the video and frame the meanings of these words. So let's quickly have a look at these word roots. Autocratic was one word. Autos, cracy and ic are the 3 word roots for it. Autos refers to self, cracy is to rule, ic is an adjective suffix. That makes autocratic. Next word is benediction. Benediction comes from bene plus dictus plus iun. Bene refers to good, dictus is to say, just like dictator, dictation, contradict. All these words, they come from dictus. Dictus means to say. Iun is a noun suffix, just like ic is an adjective suffix. Next word root is nomos, that is majorly for autonomous. Autonomous comes from autos plus nomos plus ous. So we have autos for self, nomos as rule or law, ous is an adjective suffix. That gives the word autonomous. Pandemic comes from pan plus demos plus ic, just like epidemic. Pandemic is all or across. Demos is people and ic is adjective suffix. So pandemic refers to anything, any disease which can get transmitted from one person to another across the world or across the nation. That is pandemic, that is across the world or across people. Pan refers to all or across. Disbenefit comes from dis plus bene plus fic. Dis is against or negation. Bene is for good and fic is to do or make. So disbenefit compiles the word root, divides the word root into dis plus bene plus fic. So whenever you find this word root as dis, it's always against or for negation. Semi-automatic, the last word, it comes from semi plus autos plus matic. Semi means half, autos is self and matic is working. So when I say a machine is semi-automatic, that means it needs human assistance and half it can work on its own. So it means like that 100% it cannot work on its own. It needs some human assistance in it. So these are the 3 word roots we've covered: bene, autos and demos, along with a few other word roots. Also, some other words like the 6 words we've covered. So I hope this video was beneficial to you. And if you really liked it, please share, like and subscribe it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.